Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're gonna see how we can model such a design. I got this request from Yemen, and this guy Sami has been texting me since long time, and finally I got the time to show you guys how you can do such a design. These designs especially I don't know the region, but it's like from the Middle East, and this is complete gold work. There's no diamond on it, and it's very lightweight. Okay, and then when you see the end product, they do sandblasting on it, they do some diamond cuts on it, so this give a different texture on the design itself. So let's see how you can do such a design. All right, well, it's quite an easy design. I would say that first of all, like every time we do, we have to fit it inside the measurement. So here the diameter is around 60 millimeter, or let's do it for 40. I don't know if it's exactly the same measurement, so I'll just move it to the center, and then I will scale it a bit and make sure it's touching all the corners. So I'll just scale it again from this view, and as you can see, it's almost inside the box, inside the circle, sorry. So here it's a bit out, but that's fine, we're not gonna pay attention over there. So the command over here I'll be using is smash. One of the command I'll be using, that is smash, and then we're gonna use UV curve, and or we might use a smart flow. I prefer smart flow, you know, if it's more like a squarish surface, not a triangle. For example, here it's a bit of a triangle kind of surface. So let's see, maybe smash would be handy over here. So let's just begin. So for the center design, we're just gonna trace it, you know, like the usual way we do it. Okay, something like this. I'm not gonna draw the actual design because I just want to make this quick, just to show you the technique. You know, it's not really important to complete the design, but to show you guys how you can do this, which technique to apply. Okay, so this will be a normal extrude one. All right, so you know, I say that I don't want to do this completely, but at the same time I just cannot leave it, you know, looking ugly. So I take this time to fix it, and for me it's fine. I don't know how much is the distance here, so let's just check. That's around 0.8, so that's fine. Right, so a circle here. Okay, and you offset this around 0.5. Okay, now the minimum thickness on this design can be 0.25. Yes, you heard it right, 0.25. You can have it, you can you can keep it 0.25, but you need to have a high quality 3D printer and a very good quality wax injector, you know, because even if you print this model on a high printer where it's printed in a harder resin, like the one which you can't cast it, like the only option is to make a mold. But sometimes you make designs where such things, like such what is it called, thin parts, it's a bit difficult to get it out from the wax machine, wax injector. So make sure you have, I suggest Yasui is the one I have seen. I've watched the performance of the wax injector. The one I saw was the ultimate one. It was a wax injector with the vacuum system, and the result was amazing. It was simply the best. And again, the casting machine, Yasui casting machine, was the best. I saw the pieces, and the result was amazing. You know, this tiny detail was perfect. Nothing to beat Yasui so far. I don't know if you guys know some other machine, but this is what my my view on this designs, especially this very thin tiny details. If you guys know something else, do let me know. I will see in near exhibition, or I would see how it really works with such design. Okay, so for the moment I'm just gonna do a round design here. I don't want to work on it, so I'll just do a array here. Not so much. Alright, so we have the design ready. So this is it. The first one we're gonna do with the surface. So the surface can be a sphere here, something like this, and you just scale it down like this over here. Okay, the next step is to do a boolean and then just cut this out. Okay, and I don't know if you are watching my videos regularly, I prefer to keep the edges on the side. Okay, so this way I avoid trimming on the edge, but I see maybe I have an edge over here. I'm not sure, but let's see that. Let's see. So just do a boolean here. Everything is yellow here, and I really can't see what I'm doing. Sorry for that. So let's just hide this image. Yeah, now I have a proper image, a proper view. So I'll select these areas where I want the design to stay. Okay, see, okay, yeah, there you go. So I'm just doing a quick design part. Okay, I didn't select the option delete input all. So what I will do here is just copy to clipboard, undo, select everything, but just remove this circle and the surface, and delete this, and you paste it, so you don't really have to redesign everything. Okay, and again the same mistake, so I'll just put all. That's it. Okay, so here's the design. I know it's not matching, but this is just something quick. So once you have your curve, you can just trim this surface. So select the trim option, and I guess I trimmed the wrong side. Surface, trim the outside one. Yes. Okay, so as you can see, I've used a trim, and the surface was a bit dome. So that's how you do a dome part. You make a surface, a sphere, you just scale it down, and you judge the dome how much you want to keep it. In case you want more dome, you just have to keep it a bit higher. Okay, a bit thicker, so you have a domed one. Or if you still want to play with the points, you can still do that. So we can just shrink this surface, get some points on it, and you can raise those points over here. So I'll just raise this up like vertical and something like this. Okay, it's not really looking that good, but you can just do a scale 1D here. Make sure the ortho is on. Okay, so you can adjust the dome even if you trimmed it. That's not a problem, and you can still see the design from the top. It's completely fine. There's no problem with that. Okay, so this is one of the options. So for the rest, you can do the same. So here what I want to do, I will just copy this to the clipboard, and I'll go back to the surface where we didn't trim it. So I'll use this as the basic dome shape for this design, and lock this one. Alright, so this gonna be the same thing. Just make sure you have a curve here, you make another one. This pattern you can just draw this outside. Okay, let me show you how to do this. Take a curve. Actually, I'm going to modify the design a bit, like, you know, I'm not following the same design, but just to give you an idea like how you can really get this on. Okay, so I got this two curve here like in a guide, I would say, and then start point end to end, and can be here somewhere. We do the same here again. See, start point and something like this. Okay, and the inner design, it's gonna be the same like I said earlier. So make sure you make everything inside this line, because eventually these are just an aeropolar, so just a copy. So we're gonna achieve that later on with the aeropolar, so you don't waste time you're doing each of them separately, and this one over here as well. So here I'm going to use a bisector line for another guide, so that is from here to here, and exactly this is the line here, and you can actually you know, fix it in a proper angle. So I'll just rotate this a little bit so it's going exactly down. Okay, I shouldn't have moved this one, so unselect, and yeah, that's it. Change it to red, so we actually don't select that often. And a circle, sorry, an arc here again. Make sure you're using the guide. Now the image is a bit tilted, so that's fine. I'm going to use my guideline for my proper judgment. So it's going to be like this, and you mirror this and you draw the line inside. So join them, you make a line here, and you can offset. So as I said, 0.3 would be minimum, so I'm going to do 0.3 divided by 2, that's 1.15. And you can do the array on it, so let's just do array on this side. Array linear would be fine. Number of copy gonna be 10, and we drop it like this. So the extras, we're gonna delete it, and yeah, and let's just keep this line the same over here. So now I have the surface, I have this two curve here, and I'm just going to draw one more curve, and I'll just make it a bit dome. Okay, now for this surface, I would just draw a curve. I'm going to rebuild this. For some reason I feel they're not on the right place, but just let me just zoom it. Yeah, exactly, they were not actually. What is this over here? Okay, this is the arc, so just delete this one. I'm going to draw a new one. Start point, so from the end to this end, and so somewhere like this, and start point again, and this over here. Okay, so we have a curve here, and I'll just rebuild this one. I'll move this up. Okay, so here's the thing, I'm gonna project this on the surface. Okay, something like this. Yes, and here's what I have to do again. Just rebuild this one and raise those curve up a bit, or you can keep them at the same level, you know, in case you don't want to move it up, because eventually this is on a higher side, on a higher level, so you know, we just cannot overlap this design. Okay, so you keep this on the same level and you draw another line from here to here, somewhere here. Okay, and you rebuild and you raise it up so that when you do a sweep to, this will be a bit raised. Okay, so surface, sweep to, select. Okay, I need to explode them. Explode, sweep to, click here, click here. I think I selected the wrong one, so I'll just draw quickly a line here. Alright, forget about that. That's fine. So a surface here. Okay, I'm doing a sweep to again because I made a mistake. I selected this first. I should have selected this at the beginning, then this, and then point, and then in the end. So this way I'm gonna have a different surface. Okay, and for some reason, if you're not happy with the shape, you can always change that, but this is right now I'm just showing you the technique. So let's focus on the technique and not on the actual result. So you know, you can just raise this curve, the section, and maybe you can do a sweep to again, and then you will find a good result. Okay, so the story is actually that this is a bit dome. I think it's a bit more dome. If you look to the wax piece here. Okay, but that's fine. You can control this. You just need to know how you can do such a design. So once you have the surface, you just have to draw the pattern down and you project it on top like we did for this surface. Okay, so everything is the same. So I'm gonna use the same pattern, like an easy pattern, just to be quick. And okay, okay, this background is bit okay. Let's just do the 2D part now. So once you have this one, I just mirror this on the other side. So curve. Okay, all right, so so we have the other pattern here, and then we'll do another surface that is from here again, so something like this. Let's see our actual curve here. So project. Oopsie, it's out of the sphere, so not a problem. We can just rebuild this and bring it inside. Project again. Okay, there you go. That's much better. And you have this shape. Okay. Alright, so what next? You do a sweep to again, like I explained earlier. one here, one over here, and one over here, one here, and this one. There you go. Perfect. So you have the surface over here. Okay, now let's try to smash this, because actually this curve over here, they are much more organized, so you know, we cannot just project them, and if you see, they are going a bit down as well. So I have to try with smash. Continue, yes, and this might give me a result or might not give me a result. So here we have this curve here, so I'll just move this aside like around 20 millimeter, yeah, or 25, and now we can get rid of the background. Actually, it was disturbing me a lot, so just hide this one. So obviously this is an advanced level, so if you guys are missing few points, please don't blame me. You need to be, you know, on the expert, on the intermediate level to understand what I'm doing. If not, just go back and watch again carefully. Okay, so we have this surface where I'm gonna just project this one, you know, this one which is double copy down, we just delete them. And this one especially, I'm going to use a smash command. So I did a smash on this one, and this is what we got. And I'm going to try a smart flow on this one, but before I do, I just want to make sure, like, you know, the curves, they are good when you flow them on surface. So how do we know is it good or no? So I'm gonna do a quick hatch on this one. So for the hatch, I'll need a duplicate border, and once I have this curve, I'm gonna do a hatch, yeah, and I'll use this one, the grade one, and the scale should be somewhere around 5, I think so. 5 is good, yeah, 5 is good. And you explode them, so once you explode, it converts into a curve, and that's what we want. And okay, so here's what I have to do. Actually, I have to trim them. I'll just hide this one. I have to split them against each other, so I don't know if this will work, but let's just try. I have to group them, so I know that, you know, this is the first batch, so I'll just group this and select this all, and I'll just group this one. So split this with this, and split this with this. So let's just ungroup and see the result. Yeah, perfect. This is what I wanted, like, you know, each of them is separate, and yeah, perfect. So just rebuild this with around, yeah, 4 points. And here comes the tricky part. You just have to select this 2 points, you know, the one which is inside, not on the edges. So you select this 2 points, and you do the same over here. And you can flip the angle, and you can select more points. Okay. Okay, and we just raise this vertically around 0.3. Yeah, so we get such a pattern. Okay, I know there are few curves which are still flat, but that's fine. We just need to do a test. So bring this back surface, and let's change the color. And here's what we have to do. We're gonna do a smart flow now using this two surface, and we'll see the result, how it's reacting to the surface. So the base surface is this one, and the flow is this one. Okay, so for the moment I just press enter, and okay, it's good, but it's not good. Okay, as you can see, this curves, you know, if you do this on the surface itself, it would take hell lot of time. So with the smart flow it was actually a bit easier, and but the thing is the result is not what we're looking for. So I'll just try again, and I'll see what would be the best corner. It happens to me, you know, like especially when there is a 3 edge on the surface, I don't really get a good result. Okay, so well, over here there should not be any reason not to achieve a good result, but let's see. Maybe I'm doing a mistake here. I really don't know. Let's try with this corner. No. Or maybe is it the shape or the position? Okay, let me change something here. Flip X. No. No. Smart flow rigid. No. Smart flow break. I'll just do a flow. Flow along surface. Select objects. Yeah. Enter. Select the base surface. Select target surface. Wow. This is what happens. Okay, so I got the result, as you can see, and I'm quite happy with the result, but I was trying to do this with the smart flow and I failed, but flow along surface was perfect. Okay, so ultimately you got the result, like, you know, what you actually wanted to do. So once you have this result, you can play here, do any kind of changes. But this is what the best we can achieve if you have a surface which is 3 side edge. You know, it's not squarish, so sometimes it's a bit hard to, you know, to wrap something around the surface. So this is the very good option. Smash is very handy over here. Alright, so hold on a second, I'll just change the color here. Oh, that's fine. Okay, so if we just want to select this curve which we just projected on the surface, we're going to use the command select last. I hope it works. SELLAST, enter, and there you go. Blue color. Okay, that was the surface, not the curve. Alright, fine. So just do a window selection, look for a better view, and select them randomly, and once you do that, switch to another color. Alright, so this is what we are looking for, and I hope you understood the technique. Now let me just do something over here. Let me just draw something. Okay, but before I do anything, I just want to lock all these curves which I'm not using for the moment. So everything is locked. And this is the curve, this is the other curve. I hope it's the down one. Let me have a look. Alright, I lost my selection. It's fine. Okay, this is actually not touching over here, so what do? I can just select this curve here, you know, for complete selection. That's fine. I think that's fine for the moment. And we'll just select this and we'll just mirror this on the other side. We're gonna delete this as well, and we select all together, and sorry, and we're gonna do a curve boolean. Yeah, so curve boolean, and here it is. Let this be a complete selection, so just do this a complete selection. Alright, and then you select this. This is the simplest design. Oh, really, seriously, I'm missing one curve here, but okay, my mistake, but that's fine. Alright, so here we are done with the design, and I'm gonna use still input all. I'm gonna project this on this surface, or I can just directly trim this out. Okay, there you go. So that's how you do this. I don't know why there's this problem with this one, but let's just trim again if it doesn't work. Okay, I have no idea why is this splitting into weird surface, but then we can still project this. Yeah, that should be fine. Just scale it a bit and let's see what do you have here. Yeah, now it's better. So I missed a one curve here, but that's fine. You don't do mistakes. No, you learn from me. You learn that's what you should be taking care of. Alright, so here we are. We have this surface, and then we have this surface with the curves on top. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna unlock select this curve only, and this curve, they're gonna be a pipe. So I'll do a pipe on it, diameter 0.3, enter, and you can see the pattern is ready. This along with this one, we just gonna trim this out. So unlock selection, this as well, and trim the internal surface over here. Click, finish. And finally we gonna just offset this surface, offset, solid option, yes. We'll do a distance of 0.5, enter, and that's it. Okay, this guy and this guy, they should be piped as well. 0.4, just because they are on the edges, and with the rounded option, yes. So we're gonna use a rounded option just to have a good finishing over here, and this one goes the same as well. So everything looks good so far. Let's hide all the curves, get rid of this surface. We don't want any surface, so unlock everything, the surface and the curves to hide, and the final step is to do a hair repolar, and this is what you get. So that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed and got to know some tricks. There are some errors, as I can see, like these are not matching, but that's fine. We were just discussing how to get this done, the technique, right? So otherwise there are some errors. For example, these edges, they should have been up a bit. So okay, this can be fixed. This you just have to offset the surface both side, and that should solve the problem. Otherwise it looks good to me. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, please subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, share with your friends, and make sure you hit the bell icon, so if there's any new video you won't miss any notification. Thank you guys and have a nice day. Cheers. Bye bye.